$100 Visa gift card to give away as our final prize for the season. And quarter bagel is going to be the word that you're going to want to recall to make things a little easier for you on your way to winning that, because somebody will get that before we split. So that gets going around 10:30 on Sunday morning right downtown at the Ivy. We do it all season for the past few seasons. Ever since it was, before that even, when it was Liquid. It used to be called Liquid for many years. Now it's the Ivy. And we do the Cox out there. So another season almost gone. Hard to... Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. I had to be up at 9
Am I boring
today.
you? Up at 9! I had to be up at 9, she says. Wow.
How do you do it?
I'm
How
just
do you
dragging
do it?
ass. I had to be up at 9. So, yeah, I'm just a little sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
What time do you usually get up?
Don't worry about it.
When do you usually get up?
My schedule has been a train wreck since I was off air all of December.
Don't muddy the waters. How early do you normally get up?
I am normally up around 9:30 or 10. But on break, because I was sick and then we were off air and then it was holidays, I was all over the place. I was staying up till 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I was not
Doing
waking up.
what?
Nothing.
Why?
Literally nothing.
She was
Watching
watching
TV, watching porn, whatever.
But, like, why not go to bed, just get up
Because I
early and
didn't
watch?
do a lot, so I wasn't tired. So I was just
But doing
awake.
nothing always makes me more tired. That's why I don't like doing nothing, because it's like if I have a day, there was a day I can recall over our break where I did nothing. None of us did anything. Literally, Gwen and Nora and I watching TV, eating snacks on the couch all day long. Nobody changed out of their pajamas all day long.
Yeah.
I was so goddamn tired. I couldn't believe, like, doing nothing is
I
exhausting.
feel like it makes you exhausted, but I can't sleep. If I don't expend enough energy during the day, I've had a real hard time sleeping the last month or two anyway. But so I'm up real late, and then I won't get up until late, but whatever. So I'm trying to get back into routine.
So you
whatever.
don't set an alarm over a break?
No,
Really?
there's no reason to.
Well, it's better for you if you get up
I
the
know.
same time. Yeah, okay.
I'm sure that being in a routine, I've said that before. That
So
being in a routine is
you
easier.
weren't taking any steps to make things easier for yourself?
No.
I see.
That's why this week has been much more rough.
Oh, I know there are things I can do
I'm
to make
fully
myself
aware.
less depressed.
Fully aware.
I just won't do it. Handful of grapes? Suck it.
Nope,
Nope.
not doing it.
3
Yeah.
bags of chips.
Sold. Box of Fruity Pebbles, right?
Now, what time will you get up tomorrow? Since you got up so early today at 9 a.m., will you
I might treat myself
crash
and
out
sleep
tonight?
in. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'm at the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls tonight, so I'm not going to get home until late because it's like an hour from my house. So I'm not going to get home until probably 11 or 12. 11 probably.
One show tonight?
One show at 8 o'clock. So
8
if the
o'clock
show's
show?
over, yeah, it's a crowd work show. It's going to be real fun. If the show's over at 9:30 and you stay and you shake hands and do all that kind of stuff till 10, I'm not home till 11. Man.
You got to get the hell out of there. You got to tell people, guys, I got to get home. I've been
No
up since 9
handshaking?
a.m. I got to get up
Sleepy
since
lady.
9 a.m. I don't want to fall asleep on the way home.
I know.
I have been up for 12 and a half hours, guys, and I'll tell you,
My problems aren't real. I
you're lucky
understand.
you got a full show out of me. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying your problems aren't real. I'm just, your problems are your problems, and no one else has them.
Yeah.
But 9 a.m. Now, will you get up at the crack of 10 tomorrow, or
I don't know yet.
will you sleep until
I think I
11?
have something to do tomorrow. I don't generally wake up before 9:30 or 10 unless I have something to do in the morning.
Can't sleep that long.
No, doesn't it make you borderline groggy coming in here to be on the air at 2 if you've only been up for 4 hours?
No, because if I've talked about this where if I get up and am productive starting at like 8 in the morning, 2 p.m. I am crashing so hard. It is like nap time central.
Okay.
But
We'll get up at 6 a.m.
No.
and then take a nap at 11
That's what
a.m.
Bill does.
Yeah.
Why?
He takes naps before noon.
Some days.
why not?
Some days.
But I don't need to be up that early.
I just can't sleep past a certain time. When it stays dark. Basically, I wake up when the sun is up.
There is no sun.
There is a sun when you live on the lake.
Oh, well, my leg problems, my
I'd say it's a problem. It's a nice way to wake up.
I wake up with the sun every morning. I rise with the tide.
I rise with the tide. I playing the
have to do
Blondie
that.
song every morning. And
I just get up and
People get so mad when you tell them that you sleep in. I have no responsibilities. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I could be doing when I complain? Here's what it is. I'm going to make everyone out there who doesn't like me understand that I know what I do wrong. I could be waking up earlier and editing video and doing TikTok sketches and doing all this stuff if I were to wake up 2 hours earlier every day. I know that. I could make better use of my time. A little sleepy and a little sad right now.
But you don't want to.
That's all. But that's what I'm saying. If somebody truly had nothing to do, sleep all day long. Who cares? You're
but
not
my
keeping
point is, those are
but
things
you have
could be doing.
But you also want to do them.
Yes. Yeah.
And you're not going to do them tonight because you got a gig after the show.
I don't
You're not
do
going to
things
do them when you
after
go
work.
home.
No, I don't do things because I have shows after work.
Right.
So things need to be done in the morning. But there's some days when you lay there and the cat's right next to me and she's being all purring and cute and loving. And I'm like, you know what?
What fresh hell is that?
We will cuddle. She's the sweetest.
Oof.
And I would also like to go on record as saying that I didn't bring this up. I yawned and you asked
I
me
looked
if I was
over and Mary
okay.
was yawning as I was talking. And her nonverbal communication implied to me
I got a
that perhaps
Monster.
I was boring
You're
her.
not boring me. Yeah, I got a Monster Energy drink to try to...
But now that it's been explained to me,
I'm just asleep.
I understand.
Anyway, just
She's
sleepy.
been awake since 9 a.m.,
It's a really
ladies and
long
gentlemen.
time.
And, hey, Aaron is in Virginia. What's going on, Aaron?
Alan, hey, show.
Hey, what's up, man?
So, first of all, I want to say, Mary, wake up like me today, because I have not had power here. We've had a wicked snowstorm. I have woken up at like 5 o'clock in the morning every day. So, take a week of waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and take some notes.
You didn't get caught in that whole I-95 thing, did you?
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
I wasn't stupid enough to go out in that. I'm in Fredericksburg, and we lost power, was it Monday morning around 11, and we didn't get anything back till 6:30 yesterday.
Wow.
Dang, dude.
Okay.
Anyways, I wanted to go back about the I Love Lucy thing you guys were talking about before you went to break. I loved watching her show on Fox 5 here in D.C. It was usually when I was growing up, if I was home from school, if I was sick or whatever, it would be the morning news. Then I'd get to watch a bunch of DNA drama on Maury at 9, and then Lucy would be on at 10.
I got into a Maury rut when I was on the air in Chicago, because we would go, me and my late co-host would go back to, we shared an office, and we would have Maury on when we got off the air. Mm-hmm. It would just be on, and we'd just sit there kind of, decompressing after a show or whatever.
It sucks you in
we
so
would
fast.
sit there, and I'd be like, why are we watching this? And we would watch Maury every day. Like, I had work to do, and we're sitting there staring at Maury, laughing. And
because the segments are quick enough, and it is so much drama. You're like, I have to find out what happens. Like,
and I just
need
like
to know.
Maury Povich.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had him on the show a handful of times over the years, and he's a smart dude. He's fun to talk to, and you just watch it like, why is this guy doing this? But
popular.
man, yeah, you get sucked in.
85 years old now?
Yeah,
He's 85.
he's old.
Some crap like that. Like, he's older than Jerry Springer and Steve Wilkos.
Yeah,
I saw a clip of Jerry Springer on his court show, and he is old as hell.
Yeah, Maury Povich is 82 years old. And his daughter is married to somebody famous. Like, who's his in-law? Something, I don't know what it is.
I know he's married to Connie Chung, but I didn't know any of his kids were married.
Yeah,
to
I
anyone
know
famous.
that. He's married to, oh, God, like his son-in-law is somebody famous. Oh, I know. His daughter is married. Do you know who David Agus is? Dr. David Agus?
No.
He's like this. He's on CBS This Morning or whatever. He's this really well-known physician. That's Maury Povich's son-in-law. Nobody cares about this. I'm just going off on a tangent here. But okay, listen. Are you powers back now, Aaron?
Yeah, power's back. The only thing we had to throw away food-wise was some hamburger patties, but everything's good. My beer, my food, milk, dairy, all that other good stuff is good.
Right. Okay, well, good. Thanks for checking in, man.
All right.
Okay, there's Aaron, who is in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and just got his power back on
my truck,
everything's
my beer,
fine. Yep,
my guns. Say it again. My truck, my beer, my guns. Say it again. My truck, my beer, my guns. Say it again. My truck, my beer, my guns. Say it again.
I Love Lucy on Nick at Night in the 90s.
Yeah, I remember that. My brother used to watch it. He used to love it. And I was like, this is so stupid. Why are we watching black and white? We're colored and we got color.
I have to admit, I really had to plow my way through the latest season of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I finished it last night because it just, I love Curb Your Enthusiasm theoretically, but it's like every show kind of feels like a retread of an earlier. To be fair, it's been on for 20 years now. They've done 11 seasons over 20 years. But if you go back to that very first season of Curb Your Enthusiasm, everybody looks like they're in high school.
Yeah, they look so young.
It was 2000. Like Larry David was a couple years older than I am now. And I'm like, oh my God. Garland was real fat, and, you know. But I don't know if they're going to do another season of that show. He basically does them when he wants, and HBO goes, okay, we'll put it on the air.
Such a weird
if
show.
You produce it, but
so much of it revolves around him not wanting to spend money. But it's like, you're worth $500 million.
That's what kind of takes me out of it. Is this whole season, the through line,
a $5,000 fence. It's like,
yes.
I can afford that, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
come on.
I'm like, nobody would go to the mat over $5,000 to these lengths when he's worth $700 million. That kind of takes me out of it. Because he's not playing a character. He's playing Larry. He's himself.
Yeah.
He's playing Larry David. Do you
No.
want... go ahead.
I was going to say, I feel like if that's the kind of person you are, it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're a cheap person, you're going to be a cheap person forever.
That is true, but at some point you go, just do it. I've got $800 million.
And I only...
Right, and he's always buying other things. Like, it's not like on the show he's not spending money. He opens in the season before... He opens a coffee shop just out of spite.
Yeah, that's right.
So, like, he's willing to spend the money.
He cracks
I get that.
cracks two $10,000 vases
Yeah.
in this episode in like 15 minutes.
I could see, like, my boyfriend, I've talked about him being, he's got he's very tight
He's
with
frugal.
his money. He's very frugal.
Frugal.
I could see him being that person. If I make it big and we have a ton of money one day, he'd still want to buy Giant Eagle brand coffee creamer to save the dollar because that's what it is.
And I understand
And
that.
I think that's how people get money. You don't spend it. The less money you spend, the more money you have.
Some people hang on to their money because they never, ever spend any. But if you had Larry David money, you could never spend all that money.
You could.
Him and Seinfeld. No, you couldn't. Because the money that's sitting in your investments and things like that, the interest
Just
alone.
constantly making
yes,
money.
it's all passive income. So you could never blow through that money. Unless he was funding his own space program. Huh?
Become a gambler. I'll show you how fast you can spend money. Don't you worry.
$800 million?
Dude, you can pull for $5,000 a spin. Keep going.
Well, do the math on that.
$5,000 a spin. Let's see. 800.
I'm sure they have higher limits than that in Vegas. I'm sure they do.
We're going with 5.
5,000 a spin.
800 million?
160,000 $5,000 spins.
Do you know how fast you can do that? The spin takes a second.
160.
Divided by 60. Divided by 60.
So you could blow $800 million in
That's if you lose every time, too.
2,600 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's...
Divided by 60 again.
Yep. That's 44 hours.
Yeah.
You blow $800 million, 44
2
hours
days.
straight.
2 days. I'm not going to sleep. If I have $800 million
She's got to get up tomorrow
with,
at 10 a.m. Of course she's going to go to sleep.
No, put me in a diaper and give me some granola bars. I'm not going anywhere.
That is an extreme case. You
But
would
isn't
not
I
do
could
that.
spend $800 million is all that I'm saying.
Wow.
But having $800 million, is it still exciting to win money?
Yeah.
But
If
it's
you
not
have
liquid.
800
It's a
mil-
game. You want to win a game, right? You're just playing a game at that point.
Not
the money
when I
doesn't
have-
even mean anything.
Right, but then just play a game without money. But like
No.
if you have $800 million,
But I could win $1 billion.
but you're not gonna.
You don't know. The point is to spend the money. That was what he said, that you
Right,
could
right.
never spend that money. I'll buy houses and cars and all that stuff, and then when I have $100 million left, I'll be like, high limits.
I guess, to your point, if you were committed, if you were like Brewster's Millions
Yeah.
and you were committed to blowing through your money, yes. But in the normal course of living a life,
No.
you would never spend that money. So
You
I
give
believe
it
she
away.
could.
On stuff, if I'm not allowed to gamble, no, I could probably not spend that money. I mean, you could just keep buying houses all over the
right,
world.
but that's somebody saying, guys, you have no idea how bad with money I can be.
If you
That's
had,
That's what you're saying.
If you want me to be, yeah, watch me.
But nobody wants you to be bad with money.
If
We
you-
all want you to
are
be
you
great with money.
challenging-
It sounds kind of exciting.
Challenge, give me 800. Someone give me $800 million, and I'll show you what we can turn it into.
Now, if you had
Start selling them
$800
feet pics.
$1 million, you didn't have to work anymore. Mm-hmm. Would you just be like, I'm going to drink again?
$800 million? No, because I ruin people's lives when I drink. It's not about losing a job. It's about losing friendships and personal relationships and physically harming myself and others. That's why I won't drink anymore. But if I had $800 million, I'd buy a couple houses. I'd make sure all my family was set up. I'd do all the things I need to do. Erase debt from everyone's life. Everyone in my life that I love would be debt-free and have their houses and cars.
So everything else just
See,
gravy.
no, I don't-
Ready to blow.
So that would even be, what, $100 million? And then I have $700 million.
Your family has
to do-
$100 million in debt?
Everyone I love, not just my family.
No, but let me ask you
Setting
this.
kids up for generations.
Is everyone in your family bad with money?
Not bad with money, but no one in my family has ever had a good job. My family has always been,
Paycheck to paycheck.
$30,000 a year feeding a family of 4 and doing what they can do.
Okay.
So it's not that they're bad with money. No one in my family has ever had money.
Okay.
Wow, you don't have one rich person in your family?
No, the only person who we thought had money was my Uncle Lou, but it was only because he was the only uncle who didn't have any kids, and he only made like $40,000 a year. But
What about
It
your-
was all his.
But it was all his, right?
I thought your brother that's like a realtor was doing okay.
He was, but then he made a bad investment. He bought a.
He invested in Mary at the casino.
I'm not going to blow him up, but yeah, he was doing real good for a while the housing market was booming, and then got a little ahead of himself.
So you can tell.
I don't think most
That's
people
a
have a
bummer.
rich person in their family.
Well, I'm not even gonna say rich. I'm
It's
just
also
saying
subjective.
Well off, like.
But what does that even mean?
Like they have
Doesn't
money
live
in the
paycheck
bank.
to paycheck, got money in the
Money
bank.
in the
If
bank.
something,
$100.
they own a house, a decent house that's worth. They have a net worth established, and you can always tell who those family members are in your family, because when something hits the fan, if someone's in the hospital, someone's in jail, or if someone dies, they hit you up to either pay the cost to get them out of prison or help with the funeral. And it has always been my mom and my aunt. They are the ones that constantly get chased by the little funeral home people at the funerals, because everyone else done skipped out and left the limo. They're like, no, y'all can ride in the limo. I was like, oh, we get to ride in the limo. They're like, nope, we're not riding in the limo. It's a trap. If you ride in the
leave
limo,
so fast.
Don't ride in
to the bill.
The limo is a trap.
If you
You're
ride
just
in the
running
limo-
around chasing from the funeral people.
you're assuming financial responsibility if you ride in the limo, just so you know. It's like an ambulance.
All right.
So we don't ride in the limos no more, and we let the little funeral guy get other people. We get them. I point them out to you. It's always the one with the coat that has the hole in it. It's her. Get her.
The coat with the hole in it. People pointing out at some point at the casino, you will win. And then you'll have to blow that money too.
You guys are saying this like it's a problem. I wish
You guys
someone
have
would.
no idea how quickly Mary can blow through money.
But
you wouldn't want to do that.
no,
Right.
I'm saying this is if I had $800 million, and it
She's
was
just
like
trying to prove you wrong. That's
that you
why.
could. That money is spendable.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyone could do that.
Yeah, well,
Anyone
you said
could-
there's no way to spend all
I
that
meant
money.
living a normal life.
I'm
It
just
is a
saying.
normal life for some people.
Yeah,
Right. I mean, anyone with money could go, I'm going to buy 5,000 cars and
could-
give
yeah.
it. Right. Anyone could do that. I just meant over the normal course of living a
no,
life.
day-to-day
You're not going to blow
living,
through that money.
even if you have maids and
Right.
services.
It would be not. You would never be concerned about money.
Right.
Yeah. And that would be nice.
I would love
to
that.
never be concerned about money.
to just know everybody's going to be cool. We're going to be okay. It just takes such a load off.
Not even be okay, but thrive. Like you can go on a vacation and not worry about all right, who wants to go? You went last time, so I got everybody goes.
Who wants to go snorkeling?
We have a
Pulling
plane.
straws.
We rented out the whole floor of the hotel. We got everything booked.
Oh, that's a big load.
That was a thing in our family.
The
all right,
floor of the hotel. We've got the whole floor to ourselves.
yeah, for the whole, the Santora family, and you got the little hoe with the sign, Santora family this way.
We have an entire floor of a yeah.
Did you say a
penthouse.
hoe with a sign?
Yeah,
You've got a hoe with a sign.
He means like a concierge.
Yeah, when
He calls concierges hoe.
When he got that kind of money, he does.
You can do whatever you want. Tip her $10,000 and be like, "You a hoe?" She'd be like, "Yes, I
I'm a
am,
hoe,
sir.
yeah."
Thank you. I'll be your hoe."
I will tell you where a great place to get Italian food is, and I'm a hoe. Wow. See, I would be I would be simultaneously fascinated and horrified by what Poundcake would do with a lot of money. Because
I think he'd get even stingier.
It would be
Yes.
It would be very entertaining. Why would he? There is no evidence to support that
He's
theory
gonna have
that he
a
would
private jet for him. Bitch, you ain't never come to my birthday party before. You don't come to my private jet now.
That's not stingy. You mean petty?
Petty. Okay,
oh, yeah.
you're right.
I don't think he would get.
petty.
Yeah, absolutely.
He would be petty level 10 million.
Yes.
Like
And
there
I
would
could
be no
because,
bounds, right?
because I'm like, listen,
But
I
even-
worked real hard for this money. I won this lottery because my sheer will, and God wanted me to have this money.
Sheer
It was-
will
it was
and
sheer
God.
I won the lottery because of sheer will.
Yeah,
I
God
willed
wanted
it to
me
happen.
have this money. Sorry about your
God
luck.
wanted me to have this money. If he wanted to bless you with it, he would have gave it to you.
Yeah, I just-
It's for me, bitch.
Just hire Alan as your pilot. That's all I ask.
You know. Oh, okay. You know how God wants people to be rich.
Well, if you're going to do good things with it.
Well,
I'm going to do great things with
Right?
it.
you're not going to do anything
For
with
my
it.
mental health and my body and my soul.
Yeah.
Here, I'll play it for you, right?
Yeah.
Do I still have it?
If you're the pilot of the plane.
Yeah.
And this is Cody's private plane.
paying-
Oh, this is
my
after he
good
wins the
money.
lottery, right?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'll turn your attention to C-29F. We've got one person on the plane today. It's his private plane. He's a lottery-winning douchebag who nobody wants to talk to.
Just shut up and fly the plane.
I'd like to say goodbye to my wife and my children. I'm going to send this thing.
It's like that.
I did. I killed all of us.
Killed everybody.
Killed
We're all
of
going
us.
down.
All of us. That's right. And I don't regret a second of it. Kicking around with Betty White. I've got to take a break. I will have Bill Burr tickets for you on the other side of the break here if you want to go see him. The Bill Burr Slight Return Tour is coming to the Romo Fijo in the spring. Next weekend, we're going to be sending people to Los Angeles for our Alter Ego Festival. And right now is your shot to win one of those trips. So listen closely to the keyword here and good luck.
Now, here's your